Hey, welcome back to Great Day at 9A. So every month here, we're doing a segment with Connecticut Department of Children and Families.
Today, Marcy Jones is highlighting a special effort to help families in need. Marcy, tell us exactly where you are, and again, I've got a long list of questions that need to be answered.
Yep.
Yes, I know. I heard them. I made a mental note of them. And thankfully, I have my new friend, Jackie Ford, here to answer a lot of those questions. So the last time I saw you was a year ago. It was your first year here at the Olive Branch in Glastonbury. Yes. So much has changed. You've added a lot. But for anybody who's not familiar, kind of take us through what it's all about.
Sure. So the Olive Branch was, the concept was to have a centralized space to receive all the donations that our generous community like to share with us during the holiday season. Mm-hmm. So we have this space gifted to us to just collect all of the donations, whether they're toys or bikes or prom gowns, just to help alleviate any burden that our families may feel at the holiday season when they're trying to establish a wonderful holiday for their children.
I love it. And I know that you can't just drop by. You have to make an appointment with DCF. So they do that first. You go through kind of everything that you need to, and then so let's just kind of give them the experience. They walk in, we've got the holiday music going, you get greeted by a lovely smile, and then what do you do?
So this is open to anyone who has an open DCF case with the Department of Children and Families. Mm-hmm. So they can either email me and copy their social workers, or their social worker can email me and tell me that there's a family who would love to visit the Olive Branch. So they come in and they stop at our table here, and they let us know who their DCF social worker is so that we can just cross-reference that. Mm-hmm. And then they're given a kindness token, so many tokens for each child that they're shopping for. And then they have an opportunity to just browse the space and choose that gift for their child that they know that their child would like. And then they have an opportunity to gift wrap that gift if they would like to, and then leave our space knowing that they had a true hand in creating holiday joy for their children. We let them keep their kindness token so that they can pass it on and acknowledge anyone else in the community who is doing a random act of kindness. So they're getting something and they're giving something back.
That is so great. Well, let's give everybody kind of an idea of what we have here. So we got this big donation of bikes, and speaking of donations, one of the burning questions that Scott, and I'm sure a lot of folks at home have, is how can they get involved, and what are some of the donations that are acceptable? Okay,
so we're accepting only new toys and gifts. We accept any toys, age-appropriate toys from birth until 18. We truly are in need of gifts for teenagers because we don't have a lot to offer them. We do have some gift cards and some earbuds and bath and body, but we really need more of that. People in the community are welcome to give me a shout out on email, and we can coordinate a time where they can drop off the items, or I'm establishing hubs in the community where they can drop it off if they're from a different area of the state, and I can coordinate with that space to make that happen.
I love it. And I'm sure that you just have so many stories of seeing parents, guardians, whoever it is, walk in and their face kind of light up, because this is different, as you mentioned, from all other kind of toy drives, that they get to pick out what they know is best for their child. And I think that really adds something special. What is a story that kind of really stays with you and warms your heart when you think about it?
Well, there's been so many. When families walk through the doors, at first you can see that they're a little bit hesitant, and then they become overwhelmed with all of the options that they have here. And they're so grateful. The gratitude that they have is just overwhelming, because our DCF social workers do a wonderful job at trying to empower our families and provide them with gifts and whatever they need at the holiday time. But there's something different about being able to come in and choose that gift for yourself. I had one mom that was here a couple weeks ago, and she carefully shopped and picked out items for her child, and then she asked me if I had a piece of paper. And I said, sure, what do you need? And she said, I'd like to write a thank you note to the young people who had donated the backpacks. She said, I want them to know how much this means to me and my son. So the gratitude is truly overwhelming, and if I can help extend homage to our families, it's a true privilege.
I love that. Well, you guys are doing the best work ever. We're going to send it back to you, but for anybody who wants to get involved, We are putting Jackie's information up on our website. It's the best way to contact you directly. Nothing will get lost.
Yes.
And that way we can coordinate efforts for donations and everything else, right?
Yes, we can.
Perfect. Okay, guys, we're going to be back in just a little bit. We've got so much more to talk about.
That is a wonderful organization. I'm so glad you're there, Marcy, and thanks for answering my questions.
I know, wonderful work, and it's going to be a great holiday season for a lot of families. Thanks, Marcy.